The White House continues to push back against claims made by Watergate journalist Bob Woodward. I want to welcome White House Director of Strategic Communications, Alyssa Farah, to the program. Hi, Alyssa. Thanks for joining us today.
Of course. Great to be with you.
So let me ask you this. The White House has been pushing back, as we've seen, against this criticism sparked by the claims in Bob Woodward's upcoming book. Why did the president decide to sit down for those 18 interviews, and was the White House anticipating the reaction that it's received in the mainstream media?
So this president is the most transparent in history. You've seen it from whether it's a gaggle he does walking to Marine One or holding daily press updates on the coronavirus, talking to press throughout the day, sometimes as many as 3-4 times a day. So of course he wanted the opportunity to speak to the American people through this book. We always joke, you know, the president is his best messenger. He's his best spokesperson. He knew what he was getting into. He's explaining the processes that he's put in place with regard to the coronavirus to Bob Woodward, and we stand by the words that he said.
And were you anticipating the sort of reaction that we've seen come from the excerpts and the revelations that have been released so far?
I've learned to never be surprised by the media hysteria that comes by after things the president says. The reality is this: the president showed calm and confidence in light of a once-in-a-100-years pandemic that has hit our nation, all while doing all the right things to get our country ready to deal with this virus. So yes, of course he was projecting calm and confidence to the public while still giving them the facts. He was going in front of the podium every day back in February, March into April. He was taking early actions to build up our national stockpile, get us PPE, create ventilators that we were shipping to hospitals all over the country. The president wasn't just leading with words, he was leading with actions. I honestly think that the media hysteria around this one excerpt is kind of bizarre. I mean, a Winston Churchill is going to be calm in the face of a crisis. Donald Trump is going to be calm when faced with this unprecedented crisis that our nation was hit with.
And Alyssa, we know the Trump administration's been clearing the way for a fast yet safe, effective COVID vaccine to hit the market, clearing a lot of that red tape. A few months ago, though, the president did tell Fox's Chris Wallace that healthcare proposal would be unveiled soon. Can you tell us about when people should be expecting details about that?
Absolutely. So the president took the unprecedented step of standing up Operation Warp Speed, which is a joint effort between the U.S. government, the Department of Defense, and Health and Human Services Department with the private sector to race to try to bring multiple vaccine candidates safely and effectively to market as quickly as possible. We're doing it while meeting all the same medical and scientific rigor that we'll have to know that this is a safe vaccine that Americans can trust. And what we're looking at, we've got about 6 candidates now that are already in phase 3 clinical trials, a major advancement, faster than any vaccine has moved in American history. We are hoping, and we're very optimistic, that by end of year we could safely have a vaccine on market. And frankly, it could be even sooner than that.
And has there been work or progress made on a larger, a broader healthcare proposal?
Absolutely. So the president has recently, a few weeks ago, put out a drug pricing reform package, but we're working on a broader healthcare policy rollout. I don't want to get too ahead of the announcements coming from the president, but he's got plans in place to deal with protecting pre-existing conditions, to deal with surprise medical billing, to make sure that we have choices in place for consumers and that we're protecting those while also keeping healthcare affordable. I would anticipate you'll see a major policy announcement on this in the next few weeks.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One American News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One American News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.